What's up, Tiki Team? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Spesh, helping you conquer the Horde. And what you're seeing on your screen right now is the final cutscene for the new Outbreak Easter Egg inside of Black Ops Cold War Zombies. Now, this Easter egg dropped on Thursday, and it took about 5 or 6 hours to solve. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you exactly how to get to this point in your game and be ready for the next Outbreak Easter egg coming at the beginning of Season 4. This is going to be the ultimate guide to the Outbreak Easter egg, so stick around for the full thing, and let's get you through this Easter egg. Now, the very first step in this Easter egg is to find this radio here. This radio works exactly like the music radio Easter egg that came out with Season 2 Reloaded. Basically, you have to match the transmissions. Now, unfortunately, this radio does not show up on your map when you're walking around. You have to know the locations to go and find this. And if I'm being honest with you, the locations for this thing suck. And there are different locations on each of the different maps, as well as the fact that it's possible they don't spawn at all. Some people are saying they've been finding this on round 1 and round 2, and I kind of don't believe them. I think that they were actually just finding the music version of this Easter egg, but after round 3, I've been able to find this relatively consistently. I found this one on Duga, and the two locations that I know of on Duga is here at the SAM site, as well as over at the bus depot. If you are on Golova, the one location that I can confirm is down the lower farmstead, down here in the southernmost part of the map. Moving over to Alpine, if you are on Alpine, the one spot that I can also confirm, because I also had it in my game, is going to be down here on the pond area, the icy pond that has all the cabins around it. Over on Ruka, there's the Creek Daka. That is where I had it the very first time that I played. And then on Sanatorium, the only place that I have seen it found as well as heard people talking about is directly underneath the main building in Sanatorium. With that being said, there are plenty of other locations that I'm sure these things can end up in. These are the ones I know of so far. So if I do learn about any more, I will throw them down in the description down below. So if you're on a map and you can't seem to find it, check the description and see if we can find it there. So once you find this radio location, you're going to have to listen to the tone that plays after you hear Max's talk. Before that, it is going to spawn in a bunch of zombies. No big deal. Just, give them the 1-2 punch and then go listen to what Max's has to say. And then find the matching radios around the map. They're all going to be in this general location, so don't go like across the map looking for them. They should all be within, 100-yard radius or so. Once you tune the final radio to the same exact transmission, you're going to want to head back to the main radio and hit square to listen to the full frequency. By doing so, you'll hear from Maxis, and then you will be given this item here, the beacon transmission device. Now, one tip for this step is to have your subtitles turned on, because when you're walking around the map, it'll actually tell you if the buzzing is occurring. And it'll also tell you what number transmission it is playing. For example, on mine it says it's playing transmission number 6, so I only had to find number 6. I didn't even have to listen. I just had to find number 6 on each transmission. Super easy. Now, the next thing that you're going to have to do is walk up to the beacon after you beat the main objective of that round. When you go to the beacon, you'll see Warp to the Next Realm, Exfil, or Call Maxis. You and Maxis are going to have a chat, and she's going to tell you that Ravana is somewhere inside of the Ural Mountains, and that you need to look for his mark to find him. Now, before the Outbreak Easter egg even came out, his mark was told to us by Treyarch that it was the monkeys that you may have been finding around the map. A lot of people were thinking the monkeys were the first step, but really the monkeys don't have that big of a use until later on in this Easter egg. So after you talk to Maxis, you're going to want to warp to the next realm, and when you get there, you're going to need to find the monkeys around the map. Now, finding these monkeys is a lot easier than people have been making it seem. There should be one in every cardinal direction of the map. There should be one north, south, east, and west. So let's talk monkey locations, shall we? And let's start with Duga. So on Duga, this one's going to be at the base entrance, right at the basically front of Duga when you spawn in. This one was pretty simple to find. It's just right over here on top. The next one is going to be in the bunker. This is the very first one that I found, and I mean, it's just right here in the corner. It's like the middle bunker. Super easy to find. The next one is going to be the Duga bus depot, and this one was super annoying to find because it's right in the corner here of this fence, and it blends right in. Super annoying. The next one's going to be the hilly clearing monkey, and this one is going to be if you're facing towards the array. It's going to be on top of this building right here, looking out, enjoying the sunshine. Now let's move on to Golova. This one is going to be in the church. It's going to be right at the top of the scaffolding that you can climb up in the back. Pretty easy to find. The next one is going to be on Golova, over kind of where you would find the Fury crystals. And this one's just going to be right in this room in here. Now this one on Golova, he's a cowboy. He's going to be up in the rafters of this barn up at the very top. And the last one on Golova is going to be the train loading monkey. He is going to be up in this main area, kind of just hanging out in this like fenced off side. So moving on to Ruka, this one is going to be in the cargo area, and he's going to be behind this stack of wood here. The next one's going to be in the gorge right next to this broken down car. This is going to be kind of where you would do like a defend objective. Then on Ruka, we have the silo outskirts, right outside the silo. On the outskirts, it's going to be in this little room here. And the last one is kind of tricky. It's going to be on the very far end of the train tracks underneath the bridge. You really got to look for him. He's hiding in there. Now, moving on to Sanatorium, we have this one in the admin building. He is going to be just in the corner here. And then in the bathhouse, this one's pretty hard to see. He's up in the rafters as well, and you really got to look for him. He's right in the middle of the room, but he's hard to see. Then you have the monkey over here on Sanatorium underneath the bridge. You can do a little bit of a swimmy swim and catch right up to him. And then we have this one over in the carved hills, just in this tiny house here. Super easy to find. And now let's move on to Alpine. So your first monkey on Alpine is going to be over here at the first aid station on the northernmost part of the map, just behind this wall here. The next one is going to be at the base suites in one of the houses over here. The next one is going to be at the bathhouse inside of Alpine. However, this is not going to be in the bathhouse. It's actually going to be on a house next to the bathhouse. And the last one is going to be at the hilltop cabins. That is going to be the southeastmost part of the map, just inside one of these cabins here. Now, you're going to be looking for a very specific monkey, not just any monkey. This monkey that you're looking for is going to have an M next to it. As you can see on my screen, I have this monkey pop up with an M next to it on Sanatorium. So basically, you need to be looking for Ravenov's mark. So after you talk to Maxis and she tells you that you need to go find Ravenov, you're going to need to warp to the next world and then find a monkey in that world, whatever map it may be, that has an M next to it. When you do that, it is going to drop you some slides. And these slides are going to be popped into a projector on the map that you are currently on. For example, I got mine again on Sanatorium. Now the projector on Sanatorium is inside the administration building. On Golova, it's going to be inside where the armor station is. On Alpine, it is going to be in the top of the lodge, and so on and so forth. Now, once you watch those slides, you're going to hear Maxis talk to you about Operatia and Versia. Now this has a lot of different storyline implications, but this is just a guide, so let's keep moving. She's going to tell you that you need to find Ravenov inside of the Ural Mountains. And to do that, you're going to need to go to Ruka. So go ahead and finish whatever step you are on that map, and then go to teleport. And when you teleport, it's going to teleport you directly to Ruka. Now you're going to want to run to the missile silos in Ruka. That'll be your objective on the map. It's no longer Requiem's plan. It's going to be Samantha's. So you're going to run to the missile silos on the map, and you are going to hop into the elevator where the door's been blown through. Now we all kind of knew that this elevator was going to be important, and finally it is. So you're going to go down this elevator into this secret Omega base, and inside that base is going to be where the different missile silos are. Now this is where it starts to get interesting. Now you're going to get down there and you're going to be fighting a lot of zombies, so make sure that you are prepared before you get down there. You know, get your perks, get all that stuff. You can get that stuff down there as well, but it's easier to be prepared on the top half. So go ahead and run over to this area right here, and it's going to lift the lockdown. This is on the lowermost level of the different silos. So you're going to want to run over there and lift the lockdown. And when you do, it's going to take you into a cutscene. In this cutscene, you're going to meet up with Ravenov, and he's going to basically tell you that you guys need some keys to launch the different missiles, but you guys are going to launch them somewhere else. The original plan was for them to be launched at the US and to stop the West in the Cold War. However, now the plan is to launch them into the Pacific Ocean. Now to do this, you're going to need to find 3 different keys. Ravenov runs off. You're done with him for now. You're not going to need him. But these 3 keys are very, very important. And again, this is going to get kind of hard, so make sure that you're prepared. So the first key, and arguably the easiest key, is going to be basically in the middle of all the silos. You're going to want to be at the very top level of the silos, and you're going to run into the middle room. And in this room, there's going to be an ass ton of mimics spawn, like maybe roughly 1 million. Personally, I'd recommend killing them all first, but if you're a daredevil, nah, screw it, do what you want. Now there's a dead end hallway that you're going to need to go down, and there's going to be a dead soldier at the end of the hallway. And he has the key. Now you're going to walk up and interact with him. However, when you do, a red mimic is going to spawn. He's going to be stronger than all the other mimics, so make sure you focus on taking him out. When you do, you're going to get the first key. Congratulations! Now in Silo A, there's going to be another dead end tunnel, and in that tunnel, similar to the Firebase Z Aether trap that we had, this one is going to be a little more homemade. It's going to be an Aether with a banana on it. You're going to go ahead and grab that, and you're going to hear this ethereal monkey squeaking around, squawking around all over the place in this silo. He's going to be in the different vents around the map. Now, you're going to basically have to run up and throw this Ethereum trap at him, and then hold on and wait for it to say that he has been scanned and target located. You're going to trap the monkey, and when you do, you're going to run up and hit square. It's going to release the monkey, but he is going to leave you with the key number 2. Now, down on the very bottom floor of Silo B, to get key number 3, you're going to find an ethereal harvester, just like we used during Outbreak. You're going to want to run up and open up that harvester, and then you're going to want to find crystals around the map, and make sure you shoot those crystals so that it'll drop little Ethereum crystals for you to grab. Now you need to grab 20 of these, and you can only carry a certain amount at a time. Until you drop them off, more crystals will not respawn. So you need to make sure that you are occasionally going and dropping off these Ethereum crystals that you picked up into the Ethereum canister on the ground. Now you're going to pick up this Ethereum canister, and just like before, it's going to slow you way down. You're going to need to take it over to the grassy area over in Silo B, and when you get there in that grassy area, it's going to be like a dead end again. You're going to use the Aether charge just like you would in that mission in Outbreak, and when you do that, it's going to attract the jellyfish over. Now you and the jellyfish are going to go on a little adventure, and you'll be able to grab the 3rd key. Now you're almost there. You're getting real close. Let's do this thing. So the next thing that you're going to have to do is use each key at the top of their own silos to open this up. And, well, I'm not gonna lie to you, unfortunately, I suck at this game, so I died. But it sounds like you need to do this in a specific order. So go to Silo D, and then use it at the very top of that silo, put the key in, and then go to Silo A, and then Silo B, and do it simultaneously. That's right, dab. Leave it to Treyarch. Now, once you do that, you're going to be able to run up to the middle of this area, and you're going to run up the stairs, just like where all the mimics were. You're going to run up those stairs there. And when you get up there, that is going to be the boss fight. So again, make sure you're ready. Now, this is MrRoflWaffles' boss fight. He's an absolute G. Now, this is him fighting the boss. And as you can tell, basically you keep shooting at the boss, and it doesn't really seem like anything's happening. But really, you're destroying his armor. And when you do destroy his armor, a bunch of little orbs are going to spawn around him. Now, when those orbs spawn around him, you're going to need to shoot them, and eventually you'll be able to break them. It takes a while. They're pretty strong little orbs, but destroying those orbs is going to take out some of his health. So your goal is going to be to destroy all 3 orbs that this boss puts out, and you're going to have to basically destroy his armor every single time. And of course, during this, you're going to have all these different armored zombies and stuff coming after you. Listen, just kill them. Do what you gotta do. Now, once you take out all 3 of the orbs on the boss, that's gonna do it. You have beaten the Outbreak Easter Egg, and you are 100% prepared for the next Outbreak Easter Egg to be coming out with Season 4. I hope this guide did help you out. If it did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.